Hi, good afternoon, guys. It's been a while I haven't made a video, and I think the previous video was like about 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago. Yeah, roughly about 2 weeks. If it's not 2 weeks, then it's two weeks and some days. But I'm gonna show you a little bit of progress that's going on here since my last video. Let me start off with my little seedlings. Let me flip this camera and show you what's going on. So, and this is this area here. I took some leaves off yesterday, so pretty soon I'll be taking this one off. I don't wanna bother it right now, but this one is the pink geranium, and this one is like a fuchsia color, like a hot pink. Well, it's more like a salmon. Well, not salmon. It's a really bright pink, guys. I wouldn't even say it's I guess it's almost like the color of the ribbon here on my slipper, but I think it's a bit darker, and I really love it. So I still have some more callaloo seedlings here. I think this is a walkway for like rodents at night, so I'll come back here and see stuff being knocked over, and even my callaloo, it was knocked over for a while and I didn't notice, and see it bent because it was reaching for the light. And I brought these here because the squirrels kept scratching up my dwarf mulberry, so I brought them back into my little nursery area here. But they're picking back up because they were a little bit wilted, so I replanted them and watered them and packed them back into the soil. And I'm going to be leaving here in the next few days, going back to Florida, so I might take a little video of my little road trip heading back to Florida. And this one is the red geranium. So that one up there is the pink, and that one is like a hot I think it's like a fuchsia pink, but I only have one plant of that. And yeah, I've been trying to battle out with this jujube, but it's not completely dead. This leaf ain't too bad, so I think it's still alive. I still water it, so I'm hoping it will survive. All right. Okay, I'm not gonna make this video long, and this is probably gonna be one of the ending of my videos. So this is the last set of the amaret that I planted. You can see they have grown a lot. Look at these leaves. These are like the cow tongue. And these leaves are pretty big, and you see these plants are relatively young, and look at the leaves already. So these are coming along really well. Look how full they are now. Remember, they were sparse, looking like they were about to not make it. And my little my little onions from the bottoms are peeking out. I already harvested from here because these squirrels, they scratch a lot. And see, I had the mulberry and stuff right there, and they scratched out my stuff, and see, they knocked this over, because they've been scratching out the stuff in the pots. These squirrels are very destructive. So my mint is doing very well, and my mint will be coming to Florida with me. Yeah, can't believe I went to the market and I picked up some fresh mint, set them in water, and look at this. I have my own mint plants. Well, this one I bought it from Trader Joe's, and it's catching along. See, it's kind of spreading. It's getting there. I need to trim the top, I need to try to see if I can catch some more. Like this one up the top here is pretty, it's pretty getting tall. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of my mint, guys. Mint is very easy to catch. Went to the Asian market, saw the fresh mint, set, you know, I still drank from it. I set it in water, it rooted, I planted it, kept it in a shade until I know the roots were established. And look at that, guys. I can basically almost get like a cup of mint. I can cut that there, and I think the more you cut them, the more they get, the more they spread. So I need to come in here and probably give it another little topper, like another little trim, and yeah. And you know, these plants here, they're doing good. I'm gonna plant this for my friend in that pot there before I leave, because it's not doing that well in here. Yeah, the leaves are getting pretty skinny, so I'm gonna plant it in a pot for him, because this one, it doesn't hold water well. You water it, it runs from everywhere. I think this is like more like a hydroponic kind of pot, and plus it's breaking apart. Yeah. Look at my mojito mint here. I need to see if I can, when it gets bigger, I need to propagate this, because I need this type of mint. I think that mint is either spearmint or sweet mint over there. And this plant, I got this, it was a piece of mint I got from you know, the big box store. I brought it home, set it in water, it rooted, and now I have my own little plant. And this too, a landscape guy, he was purchasing plants from one of those big box stores, and it broke off, and I picked it up and I was like, I'm gonna try you in some water. And sure enough, I put it in water, it rooted, and now it was a nice plant. I don't know what it is. I should have taken a picture of it when he had it on his cart, when he was cashing out. But I'm hoping that this fella here will get big so I can propagate more plants from it. Look at my Djibouti Kaba. Oh, they said it's a slow growing plant, but it's looking way better. When I put it up here from the squirrels, they keep scratching it out every time. My plants were always on the ground being scratched out and stuff like that. The peppers are doing good. The peppers, I will be taking them to my mom, because I'm preparing to leave. So the peppers are going to my mom's, and I need to probably trim up the thyme. I can probably get a cutting from that thyme there. And the sugar cane, I think I'm taking the sugar cane to Florida, because the cold damaged the sugar cane that I had planted in Florida. So I'm taking the sugar cane with me to Florida. And my they call this the multiplying onion. I bought it off of Etsy from a seller, so I'm hoping this will catch on. And I'm bringing my pots to Florida. I'm not leaving anything, guys. This is my lemon guava. It seems like I'm gonna probably get one from it. It had blooms on it a couple weeks ago, but so far I see it's holding on to one fruit. And I think I need to trim up these little guys here. And this is the plum tree, the jujube, and this one is the sugar cane. Bought this from Facebook Marketplace. So this one is Facebook Marketplace. This one is Facebook Marketplace, and I think I paid what was it, $15? And look how healthy it looks. Looks so healthy. And look at the callaloo, guys. We'll be cutting this either today or tomorrow. So the callaloo is ready for his first cutting. Look at the callaloo, guys, and look how poor the soil was. Because right now, like in between here, or else I would have probably planted the rest of the rest of it in here. But the landscape fabric, and there's a lot of construction stone in between here. So it was too much work, guys. And that's how I ended up in that area, but hopefully it will do well. My friend will have callaloo to pick while I'm gone. Plus he now has the seeds. Yeah, once it reaches a certain, you know, he can make it go to seed. Look at that. That's a leaf miner. That's a leaf miner right in here. I'm gonna just take this off. It's a leaf miner boring up this leaf here. But other than that, look at this one, guys. Look at the leaf on this one. Look how big that is. So yeah, I told him that the callaloo is ready to be harvested because he juice and stuff like that. So yeah, because you can see where this one, when you cut it, it has a lot of leaves coming up to spread. So yeah, maybe this one you can cut it from probably about here, or maybe even lower. But I'm so amazed with the size. Look how healthy that one looks. And the weather here, I noticed the weather here in California, it's in the 60s, but in Florida it's in the high 90s, like in the 90s. But right now it's pretty cool here still. I'm still wearing like light sweaters at night here in California. I'm in Oakland currently right now, but not for long. I'm heading back to Florida. Look at that. Look how healthy that is. Look at the leaves. Beautiful. All right, guys. I'm glad that I, you know, at least set up. It seems like I'm like the girl. Maybe they need to hire me to set up gardens. I'll set up your garden and have your garden nice and set, and then I'll move along to another garden, because it's like I never get the time to really see the leaf miners. There's one right in this leaf here. That's a leaf miner in there, guys. Is it? Yeah, I think it is. There's something going on in here. But yeah, we're gonna be harvesting anyways. So far, nothing really has been bothering the leaves. I don't know. I think I might have planted those leaves like that, so they just came up like that. Look at how full. Look how full this tree is. This is one bush, guys. Look how full it is. So even when you take the head off, it's just gonna spread. It's getting bigger, and the leaves are all the way down to the ground. Yeah, basically. Look how full they are. They're so full. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna close out the video now. I'll probably show you the harvest. I'm not gonna probably show you how I'm picking them, or maybe I'll just show you the harvest, and then I told him he can come out there and pick callaloo. It's ready. I don't know if I'm gonna get that, because it's in his hands now. I did all the hard work for him, so he can just enjoy. All right, guys, signing out.